Alright, hello, hi people. So I've been doing a little bit of thinking. I think MrBeast is a cool guy. He gives money out to people, and in general, he's just a really nice guy. So I thought, why don't I give him some ideas for videos? So I came up with a list of things that he could do. Now one idea that I have for number one is like, how about something like with running, like to get people to exercise, like the amount of miles that they run, the more money that they get. So pretty much, like if someone runs 5 miles, maybe they get $5,000, or maybe if they run more, then they get more money, and things like that to encourage people to be more active. Another one is very similar to the last one. It's like maybe something with dodgeball, where you try to dodge as many obstacles or dodgeballs as much as you can to make money. Like, I'm assuming, yeah, this one's not as good as the last one, but I feel like it's a good idea. Another one that I have is the try not to get canceled challenge. Now, you might be saying, wow, that's kind of, like, you're gonna lose subscribers if you do this. Look, the thing is, it's, in the end of the day, it's just a prank. Like, people shouldn't take things seriously. Just say as many bad things as you can, and let's see how long you can last without getting canceled. Now this one I feel like is going to be very interesting. I feel like people are going to enjoy it quite a lot. The next one is the kick the baby challenge. So pretty much, this one is simple. You go and kick a baby, and depending on how far it lands, how far in like a giant like tape measure it goes, those are the better odds of surviving what'll happen next to you. What will that be? No clue, but I'm sure MrBeast can find something out. The next one, the domestic abuser versus wife. Now, this one is where an abusive husband is trying to like beat up their wife and kill them within the next 24 hours. If the husband wins, then if the did I say husband? I don't know. But if the wife wins, then they get $25,000 and six free therapy sessions, which can really help your mood and overall just help you in general. If the abuser wins and they actually kill you and all, then they get $75,000 and all charges on them dropped. Like, nothing will be put up against you. It's perfect. The next one is the Total Drama Island Challenge, except murder. I haven't seen Squid Game. I'm assuming that's how this works. But I know Total Drama, so I think it'd be very neat if you just kidnapped a bunch of teenagers and forced them to do challenges. Next one is eating as many straws as possible to save turtles. This one's very straightforward. I feel like there could be a money incentive. Maybe you can get more people involved. The more straws they eat, the more money they get. Like maybe if they eat a straw, then they get $100. They eat a second one, $200. And it just goes up and up and up. So turtles can finally be safe. The next one is very similar to an old video that I'm pretty sure he did. It's, are you subbed to MrBeast? So pretty much, this challenge is simple. You go up to people and see if they're subscribed. Except for this one's not going to have money. It's either going to be through guilt tripping or through literally murdering them. Straight up, if they're not subscribed, you can shoot them with a Glock. This might have police repercussions, but you're rich. You can do whatever you want. You're MrBeast. I am sure no matter what you do, everything will be fine. Now, for the next challenge is the kick the Toddler challenge. Now, this one is very similar to the baby kicking one. Personally, I just think this is a great idea in general. However, I know that toddlers are a bit harder to kick because they're big and all. So I'm thinking maybe it's up on like a high up platform. You try to kick them to see how far they go before like reaching the ground and all. If the child survives, then that's great because they can just be used once more. If not, then you can't tell the police, I guess. Next up is Hear Me Out, right? You get 50 kids. all from a different state in the United States, and we put them in a giant arena kind of area. Now, when I say this, it's going to be like 5 miles by like 5 miles of just pure, like, forest. We put them there with a giant, like, arena area in the middle where they're all on a platform, and they all have to get a bunch of stuff. Now, hear me out, right? They all have to fight to the death and see who's the last one to survive. Now, this can last either a day, a few days, maybe a month. Who knows? It all depends on how long the kids, like, survive for. Now, the next one is quite a simple idea, but I feel like it could be interesting. The Obama Challenge. Now, the goal is you've got to find Obama before he finds you. What does that mean? Anyway, the Cocaine Challenge. Now, we've all heard of the Cinnamon Challenge, but it's with cocaine. You try to eat as much cocaine as possible before needing to, like, cough and all. And if you can do it, then good for you. The police might find you with the cocaine, though, so that one's a little risky. The Try to Survive an Actual Serial Killer Challenge. For 24 hours. I think it's very self-explanatory. You've got to try to survive someone literally trying to kill you for 24 hours. The serial killer gets no reward, except for killing you. And that gave him a lot of notoriety. He killed MrBeast, of all people. Alright, next one. Rob a bank and try not to get caught challenge. Now, this one can either be done by you or a bunch of your friends. Now, I know that you did a bank-themed one a few days ago, but this time it's going to be actual banks against actual policemen, and you're trying to survive. You're trying not to get caught and sent to jail. And if you are, then you could do another one of those jail videos, which I feel like would be a great idea, just in general. Now, the next one I have up here is Kick the Elderly Challenge. Now, this one is very similar to the baby and toddler one, except for it's just for fun. Like, no, there isn't a higher chance of surviving anything. You'll die anyway. But you get a bunch of people to try to kick elderly people. Whoever you feel like kicked them the best, you can reward them, or you can kill them. It's up to you. You're MrBeast. You do whatever you want. Which leads me to my next thing, where you can finally do tests that humans have been trying to do for the past forever. You can adopt 15 children to do wacky tests to see if it truly is nature or is it nurture that raises people the way that they are. Put them all in individual areas, same behaviors and everything, to see exactly what it is. Is it nature? Is it nurture? We'll find out. It'll be so cool. Yeah, I feel like it'd be amazing. Now this one I feel like is a very neat one because there's a YouTuber out there that does this challenge like all the time. It's called the Morgues Challenge. It's pretty much where you redo one of a MrBeast video, in case one of your videos, and you try to you do the exact same thing, except for you try to give your viewers a headache. You actively try to make them hurt, which I feel like is amazing. It's a great idea, and in general, I see nothing wrong with it. And then there's also the Nintendo Challenge. Pretty much you try to say every Nintendo character's name without getting a copyright strike. Because, Nintendo loves to do that. Anyway, the next one is, what a wacky one. Confess your love to Chris. Now, this one, very straightforward. That's it. That's all you do. You don't even have to do it on camera, just do it. I know that you've liked him for a while, and that he likes you, it's pretty obvious. So just do it. I believe in you. And then the next one, you can prank your parents by telling them that you got your cousin pregnant. Now this one would be a shock factor, because if they're surprised, then cool. If they're not, then wow, you've got some explaining to do for your viewers. The next one is you put everything in your will to your dad and only your dad. Don't give anything else to anyone else. only your dad. See what will happen to the family. Just go and get all your family, all your immediate family in a room and tell them that it all is going to your dad and leave the room. Leave them there for like 5 days and see what will happen. I can guarantee you one of them will be dead. I've tested this myself. Then, how about this? You walk down a street and you see how many people try to beg for money from you. Now, I understand you're a great guy. You're a great guy, MrBeast. You like giving money out to people, but then that creates people that want money from you always, like even on the streets and all. So why don't you go and just do this? You try to see how many people try to do it, and if anyone approaches you, you just shoot them. I know you have a bodyguard. Don't have them shoot them. Have you shoot them. Have someone, like, just have someone, like, recording you from, like, a little distance to see what will happen with everything. And then straight up, if anyone approaches, bang. As simple as that. The next one is the baby cannon. Now, I really wanted to do something similar to the last thing, or the elderly, the toddler, and the baby one, except for I couldn't find anything else to do for them. So I thought, why don't we try to shoot babies out of cannons? If they survive, then they get their college paid for. Granted, they might have some deformities and all, but I feel like it'd be really neat. Like, the babies get an award if they win. The parents don't have to worry about their kid if they die. It's all perfect. Like, it's just in general, great idea. Now this one is, kind of similar to the, if people walk up to you, except for you walk up to people, and you straight up take their money. Now this can either done through beating them up, just pickpocketing them, mugging them, any way you can. Just try to make money off of people. You don't beg them for money. You've got to take it from them. It's got to be forceful. Then for the final one, I'm sure that many of you watching have watched The Office, and I hope you have too, MrBeast. This one is very similar to that. So, how about Scott's Tots? Now, everyone who's seen the show knows of Scott's Tots. It is, oh boy. But except there's no stakes in the end because it's just a show. So, how about this? You promise a room full of third graders money, like college for them and all. And then 10 years later, whenever it comes to it, you just don't give it to them. You never give them the money. You make money through people waiting for so long, getting an update on the kids and all, and then you never give them the money in the end. Now, this one may be kind of cruel, but I don't care. It's all about the money for you. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for you. You cannot give them the money no matter what, no matter how close you are to the kids. Even if, like, anything happens. I'd say, like, even if you put one in your will, but if we go up here a little bit, then, yeah, you gave all the money to your dad in the will. So, yeah, I feel that's the final suggestion. Scott's Tots. Now, this may be extremely cruel, but I do not care. I want to see it happen. Please do so.